Well, the technical setup is going on. David, maybe you have, how long have you been working at Emirates?
8 years. It's been 8 years now.
And how long have you been a captain there?
A bit more than a year and a half. Yeah.
Wow, cool. The question I get quite often, I'm going to ask as well, what's your favorite destination?
It's a tough one. I mean, Seychelles is a good one.
Sorry, once again?
Seychelles. Seychelles. I very much like Osaka in Japan. We have a few destinations in South America as well. Rio de Janeiro is always nice.
Okay. I'll ask a slightly more difficult question. How many of these destinations that Emirates has have you been to more than once?
Not so many actually, because we have like such a big network. There's even after 8 years, there's even destinations I haven't done yet. So in general, I would say once, twice. This is how varied the network is over 8 years.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're about ready to go.
So submit more questions, maybe more sophisticated than mine, to using the hashtag ACES, and we'll get to them as soon as the presentation is over.
So thank you for joining us. Just before we start, we're going to start with a small video. It's changed. If you were there last year, it's a new one. So, and after that, we'll start the presentation.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, good morning everyone from the flight deck. This is your first officer, Mohammed speaking.
Juliet Lima, twist up to 50 miles, 50 miles, right of track to avoid weather.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Emirates Pilot information session today. We're so excited to see so many of you here today. My name is Boyu. I am from Emirates Airline recruitment team, and I have my colleague David with me today. Over to you, David.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. David, I'm Boeing 777 captain, as we mentioned earlier. Been with Emirates for 8 years. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will tell you why.
Sure. Thank you very much again. And so today, me and David will hold this interview, this information session. We have couple of topics to cover today. We're going to start from a company overview, and then David will also cover our 3 pilot positions requirement, and also probably the most interesting part as a pilot with rostering and annual leave details. And then I will then walk you through the pay and benefit details for our positions. At the end, we have a Q&A session. So I believe you can see the QR code at the corner already. So throughout the presentation, please feel free to scan the QR code and then put your questions from your phone. At the end of the session, we can see from the screen and pick up some questions to answer. Thank you. So at the very beginning, just want to give you a quick overview about our company. So we are the most profitable airline in the world at the moment. We have a big number of aircrafts in our fleet. At the moment, we have 269 aircrafts. We fly to absolutely everywhere. We have 148 destinations. Actually, today, if you look outside of the window, you see our Emirates aircraft just landed there in Brussels airport. I think that's the best presentation for our brand. And then every single week, we fly 3,640 flights. And then employee-wise, we have over 71,000 employees globally, and a truly diverse and multicultural organization. You will see it as a pilot when you come to us, the headquarters, you will see how diverse we have. And then for pilots, we have over 5,000, almost 5,000 pilots, and almost more than 20,000 cabin crew members, and they are all based in Dubai. As we offer the we don't offer commute contract. However, we offer accommodation to all of our pilots and also our cabin crew members. Yeah. So remember I said we're the most profitable airline in the world? And here is our fleet. We're also the largest operator for Boeing 777 and Airbus A380. At the moment, we have 116 aircrafts for our A380. We have 140 Boeing 777 aircrafts, and we ordered lots of 350 fleets. Since the end of 2024, we start receiving them. At the moment, we have 16 of them, and more are coming. So at the end of last year's Dubai Air Show, we placed another large order of the aircraft. So at the moment, we have 57 350 aircrafts are coming. We have 270 Boeing 777X are coming, and also 35 787. And now I will give it to David for the job requirement.
Good. So what does it take to become an Emirates pilot? What do you need to have? At the moment, you need to know we have 3 types of vacancies. We're recruiting for first officers, accelerated command, and direct entry captain. So if you want to join us as a first officer, the minimum requirement would be to have 2,000 hours. Okay, 2,000 hours. If you're Airbus rated, at least 1,000 of these hours have to be on Airbus. If you're Boeing rated, at least 1,000 hours of these 1,000 hours have to be on Boeing. A lot of questions that we receive is, why is this requirement so high? You need to know that we operate all over the world. All right, you may be able to operate a 35-minute flight, a 16-hour flight. You can do freight, you can do passenger. So the scope of operation is so wide that we require a little bit of experience before you can join us. All right. Overall, we'll ask you to have an ATPL, ICAO level 4, and a bit of recency, 150 hours in the last 12 months. Right? Good. If you're a current A320 captain, we give you the opportunity to join us as an accelerated command. Accelerated command means you're going to join us officially as a first officer, but you will be on a fast-track program to upgrade. So for this requirement, we just ask 2,000 hours PIC and 5,000 hours total. Right, so Emirates is not only the most profitable airline in the world, it's also the airline where your career progression is the fastest in the world. So these are the current numbers for transition from first officer to captain. Right, so on the Airbus fleet, we're talking 3.5 years, on Boeing 4 years. If you join as an accelerated command on the Airbus, 1.5 year. So imagine yourself, you're just joining the company, let's say 25 years. There's also an age requirement of 30 years old, but by 30 years old, you could become a captain of 777, captain 380, captain 350. This is the only company in the world that's providing this kind of career progression. If you're currently also an Airbus captain, we have vacancies for direct entry captain. We require 7,000 hours total, 3,000 hours PIC, If it's for the 380, it has to be on a wide body. If it's for the 350, even 3,000 hours PIC on 320 are enough. Right, a few words about rosters and annual leave. It's also a big question that we receive. Emirates operates a system where we have 5 rotating bid groups. So when you join the company, you assign a bidding group, meaning even you as a new joiner, you can have your say in the bidding, and you don't need to wait 20 years until you reach a good seniority to have a good roster. Right, so it's a unique system that we're also the only ones to operate. We try to issue the roster on the 16th of the month, right? Sometimes 15th, 14th. And this is what we advertise, 8 to 12 days off. It's actually a little bit more, right? What kind of operation do we do? It's very varied, as I explained. So usually layovers from 1 to 2 days, 24 to 48 hours. We stay in very nice hotels all over the world. Most of the trips, 1 to 4 days. And you get a meal allowance paid with your salary, okay? And variety of the operation, this is what makes it exciting, all right? Like I said, you can do 35-minute flights, then 16-hour flight, cargo, ultra-long range. You do Himalaya crossing, Atlantic crossing. It's very varied. A few words about the leave. Because you work, but you also have leave, okay? We don't make you work 12 months like this. You get 42 days of leave every year. And we're using an online bidding system. We have something called peak and non-peak period. Just a brief word about this. Everyone wants to have leave in July, August, and for Christmas. Some people have to work. So we have a system where we call this peak leave. So it's a system of priority, and it's alternating, right? So at least once every 2 years, you kind of show that you have leave during those high demand period. But please take out your phone, do as many photos as you want about the pay and benefits. I don't know if you have enough storage on your phone, but...
Yeah, thank you. I think this is the page that majority of you are very, very interested in. So this is the detailed salary payment for all of our positions as a pilot. So overall, as what we mentioned at the start, we offer 3 pilot positions: first officer, auxiliary lead command, and also direct entry captains. So in your monthly salary, there are several elements, to consist of the salary. That will be the basic salary, your hourly pay, and also, the total salary. So, everything in black color is in UAE dirhams, and the red color is in euros. So we can see if you join us today as a first officer, and your monthly salary based on 85 hours per month, you will have 7,400 euros, and that's your pocket money, tax-free, and you don't have to give anything away back to the government or the company. And all the way up to captains. So if you join us today as a captain, your pocket money monthly will be 11,000 euros per month. And then, not to mention, based on this, you don't have to pay anything about your accommodation. You don't have to worry about your children's education. The company will take care of all of that. So we do have call-up pay. So when you have day off, you could be called for a flight. You don't have to say yes. But if you do say yes, extra pay will be there. And then we have a monthly threshold for your monthly flying hours. Any hour flown over than that will be paid as overtime. And again, as what I said before, apart from the salary, your pocket money, there's so much more benefits, for you, as a reason to join Emirates. And so the first one, yes, the biggest highlight is tax-free. Everything you receive is your pocket money. And then for sure, staff travel is definitely top 3 for majority of pilots to enjoy the benefits for the company. So as our pilots, there are many categories for you to enjoy, for you, your family members, even your friends to use for the staff travel tickets. I'm sure you're familiar with ID 90 and ID 50. We also offer that, and then you can utilize the ticket for you and your direct family members from day one you join. And apart from that, all of your direct family members, including you, will get a free set of annual leave tickets per year, and you don't have to use that to go back to your home country. You can use it to any destinations across our network. And also, if you work for us for more than 3 years, we have a kind of ticket called ISRC ticket, service-related service ticket. So every 3 years above, every year above 3 years, each year you receive one set of this ticket. It can be subload, it can be confirmed, and that best part for this ticket is that you don't pay any fare. You only pay the tax. So for example, if you take your whole family, go from Dubai to Los Angeles and coming back, you could only end up pay 50 euros per person because you don't pay the fare, you only pay the tax. And then, so if you join us for more than 3 years, again, every single year you receive this ticket. So apart from this, you have your friends' tickets. You will find out that there's so many options, and your tickets just build up quickly once you join. And then also the best part for our captain is that you have access to book both economy, business, and also first-class tickets. For our first officers, you have access to economy and also business class ticket. So for you and your family to enjoy. And relocation. I think lots of people will have this question, like, Dubai is far. How am I gonna go to move to the far place? So we have a specific onboarding team to give you the best assistance, ensure you land into Dubai with with the least trouble you couldn't think of. So once you join, we will put you in a 5-star hotel for the first 12 days. And in between, you got your key for your villa, because we said we provide your accommodation, which is a 4-bedroom villa. And then you can start to decorate that. And apart from the relocation assistance, your medical insurance will be completely covered by the company. You can even put your family members, direct family members, under your name and put a minimum fee per month and support them for their medical and insurance in Dubai. And also, we offer personal life and accidental insurance. So I know many of you probably have your own insurance, but we, as a company, we also offer you this. And then the last part I want to introduce, you probably don't know what is Platinum card now, but just remember this is something very nice. It's discounted card. This card will make you very popular among your friends in Dubai. So we have thousands of retailers give us discount, with a big range from car rental, F&B, from your shopping stores, cleaning service, anything you can think of. We have thousands of retailers give discount because you work for Emirates and you have this discount card. So this is our business class. This is how we travel. This is how me and David came over from Dubai yesterday. So, and that could be you and your family members tomorrow. So once you come to Dubai for the assessment, we highly encourage you to take your legal spouse also together with you to experience Dubai. And if we have a vacancy in business class, we will take you both on business class travel to Dubai and coming back to your home, even for the assessment. Profit share. Wow, this is the exciting part. So we all know, so Emirates is well known that we treat our employee very well. And in the past couple of years, we have run really, really good. And in 2023, every single employee within the company got 24 weeks of basic salary as a bonus. And then in 2024, everyone again got 20 weeks. And 2025, last year, everyone got 22 weeks of basic salary. So let's say last year, if you are with us as the first officer, $34,000 US tax-free. That's based on everything we just mentioned. On top of that, that's your, again, pocket money. If you were a captain last year with us, by the time in May, usually it's May, the month we release the bonus, you would have 51,000 US dollars. And that's your pocket money. And then coming back to the accommodation, we said we provide accommodation, but what is the condition? So it doesn't matter you're married, you're single, how many children you have. Once you join Dubai, you will be provided a 4-bedroom villa in the central location of Dubai, and the villa is very big. And so we know you will. So apart from that, you will receive, allowance just for you to furnish your villa. And then, as what I said, the first 12 days, you stay in the hotel, but you get the key to start decorating your villa. But some people say, but I'm single, and maybe, the villa is too big for me. So you can have also leave-out option. As long as you have your own property in the UAE, and you can get out of the company accommodation, and then get the leave-out allowance, which is about more than 4,000 euros per month for first officer, and then 5,500 euros per month for our captains. And this is, let's say, you can just easily move out and then pay the down payment if you buy your personal apartment. And then basically we'll say the company is paying you, your house, your new house in Dubai. Yeah. So for those pilots who have children, we also think of that. Dubai has a really high standard education system, and then we have British, American system, we have French, we have also IB programs. So we have all different types of curriculums, depends on your situation. And all the schools in Dubai are well known about Emirates pilots. Like many of them accept children, even in the midterm. So as a benefit, so we support, we give education allowance from year 4 to year 19 for primary school per child per academic year. You will get 12,000 euros per child per academic year. For secondary school, more than 18,000 euros per child per academic year. Yeah. Go. And we have other things. Like we said, we do take care of our employee. Emirates is famous on that. So apart from all the benefits and also allowance you receive and pocket money and tax-free, so I think 2 of the top other benefits, one is the chauffeur-driven. So you don't have to worry about, today I have a night flight, I need to arrange the timing, where do I park my car, how about the traffic? You don't have to worry about that. So we send our BMW car all the way in front to your villa, in front of your door. The car is just for you, to your flight, and then we'll do the same, send you back home after your flight. So during your flight, you can just relax, or you can just prepare your flight. You can prepare your flight, and you have even an application to arrange your car. If you don't want to go to the flight for very early time, so you can just you postpone the timing to arrive in the airport. And the one more thing is, as long as you get in the company car, so even though there could be a traffic on the road, and then that won't be your fault. So the company will find a standby pilot for you to fly the flight, and then that won't be on you. And also another thing is that you don't have to worry how to, you need to iron your shirt, how to do the laundry for your uniform. We take care of that. So after your flight, in your accommodation, there will be a laundry area. So you just drop off your laundry before your flight, then you pick up your laundry from your community, and then you can go for your flight. That's how simple it is to fly with us.
You also get free water while you're flying. Some airlines, when you work for them, you need to bring your own water or pay for your coffee. We offer coffee on board if you're working with us.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. So if you like our presentation and then if you find it inspired, you want to apply now, and please scan the QR code. You can do that right away. And if you have any questions about our position, you can also email us pilot.recruitment@emirates.com. We will reply to you. And so now, yeah.
Q&A, yeah? Q&A
Q&A.
sessions.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are, 14 questions to go so far. If you are feeling brave, you can also put your hand up and get a microphone so they can hear you, especially if you're at the back. For those of you who are just joining us now at the back, and the reason I'm standing here is because I might have to run around with the mic. So those of you standing there, you can get the mic is closer to you, or you can use the hashtag ACES, post some questions, which I will now start asking. And I have to admit,
Do we see them on the screen?
no, we don't do the beaming anymore. I'm always amazed at some of the questions, I have to admit. So I will go with this one first because it's on top. What is your percentage of female pilots?
We have about 5% of female pilots, which is the same like the industry rates.
Yeah. And how many nationalities?
179 nationalities.
179.
Nationalities working with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So pick an easy one. If you're a first officer joining with a 320 type rating, what aircraft do you most likely get assigned to?
And so basically, if you're currently on Airbus, you will like 99.9% be with us for our Airbus fleet. And for our Airbus fleet, it could be either 350 or 380 because we have those two fleets at the moment. So once you go through all the process, at the end, the last part is management's approval. So our management, they will review your profile and your experience. They will decide which fleet they will put you to, which is the best for you. And then, so basically, if you're on A320 at the moment, you could be on either 350 or 380.
And they're related to that. If you are, does Emirates planning to implement mixed fleet flying across the 380 and the 350?
At the moment, if you're joining us, you'll be assigned a single fleet, so either 350 or 380. Currently, the current pilots in Emirates, when they offered fleet transfer from the 380 to the 350, at the moment we operate a mixed fleet between 350 and 380. But business needs will decide how things will evolve.
Kind of related to this, from how many hours can we apply? Is it possible to apply before reaching 2,000 hours? While still having a frozen ATPL?
Yeah, that's possible. So basically, if you reach to 1,800 hours, you will be able to apply. We can take you through the process because process will take relatively long. By the time you finish all the process, you will reach 2,000. And with frozen ATPL, that's possible. So if you pass the final assessment, we'll then come back to you to ask you unfreeze your ATPL. But you can start your process with that. Yeah.
Okay. Is there an age limit for joining?
No, we don't have age limit for joining. Our retirement age at Emirates is 65-year-old, as long as you're before that.
Mm-hmm. We will try to stick to move a bit now to actually operating. Last question. For Boeing type-rated pilots, is the hiring process slower than for Airbus pilots?
So the hiring process is exactly the same. The only thing is now there's a little bit of a slowdown in the Boeing, simply because it's due to the delay of the 777X. So we've anticipated the delivery of the 777X to be earlier, actually late 25. It's been pushed now to early 27, I think, ish. Or you guys maybe know better. So this is why there's a bit of a slowdown. But hiring process, like the application process, is exactly the same.
Okay. To apply for accelerated command, do you need to be currently a captain, or is it sufficient to have 2,000 hours as captain on a Boeing or Airbus aircraft?
You need to be a current captain. So you need to have those 2,000 hours and be active in your current role.
And what is the split between accelerated command and direct entry captains?
The experience for accelerated command, we will accept you with 5,000 hours total. Direct entry captain, we ask 7,000 hours total. And you can join with 2,000 hours PIC on the accelerated command. If you have a little bit more, 3,000 hours PIC, you can join as direct entry captain on the A350.
I lost it, sorry. But if you don't have an Airbus or a Boeing type rating, but the hours you do?
So at the moment, we are only hiring people with Airbus and Boeing type rating.
Okay. One last one, I think. How long is the application process from application to hire? How long time does it take?
Well, it really is from case to case. So our recruitment process, long and short, there are two stages. Stage one is all online, so there will be a language check, psychometric check, and also a final interview. Once you pass that, stage two will be coming to Dubai in person. Then that will be like according to your roster. So some people, they pass stage one, they will spend another 2 months to book the simulator. So that actually also delays the process, right? So it's hard to answer. For stage two, there will be technical assessment, which is compass, and then simulator and medical, quite straightforward. After stage two, and then about like 1 to 2 months of time for approval, then we can come back to you and then offer. Yeah.
Okay. In full disclosure, we're going to take another 2 to 3 questions because we need to take a short break for the to prepare for the next session. So first, one question for you: what is the typical roster once you are in, and depending on the fleet? I'll get you.
Typical roster. I would say you probably have 5 layovers per month. So 5 long-haul flights, maybe 1 or 2 turnarounds included in it. The rosters are changing because since we're in a big period of growth, the fleet allocation to destination is changing. If you follow the news of Emirates, every week we have new news about, we're going to start a service with 350 to this destination. This destination will be upgraded to 380. This one is 777. So it's very varied. So I would say on Boeing, I would say 5 layovers per month. A350 at the moment is doing a little bit more sectors because we need them for the line training. And A380 you can count, depending on what the operation is, 3 to 4 trips per month, maybe a few turnarounds.
It should be, yeah. Yeah, give it a try.
Hi, question. For all the functions, there was a minimum requirement of fly-by-wire, correct?
Well, yeah, but 737NG is not a fly-by-wire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even if you have more than 10,000 hours piloting command on an NG, you don't meet any requirements?
No, you do. You're meeting the requirement, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for a first officer, you need 2,000 hours total. 1,000 of them have to be on a modern Boeing.
Ah, so not necessarily fly-by-wire?
No, 73NG is good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. Thank you for speaking up live. One last question, and I apologize for the other 12 questions which are pending. You can meet these nice people next door a bit later. What are the end of service benefits before reaching retirement age?
So do we have 20 minutes or? So end of service benefits. So during your time in Emirates, Emirates is putting every month the equivalent of 12% of your salary in what we call a provident fund. So this provident fund, you manage it the way you want it. You have access to different funds, mostly famous brands, BlackRock, Fidelity, and you get this. It's accumulating. You can put more. You can put additional from your own salary. 5% is also deducted from your own salary. This is what we call the provident fund. So when you leave the company, you'll get this money in your bank account. Something else that you're going to get is called long-term service concessions. So if you reach 15 years of service with Emirates, you get 4 tickets per year for your lifetime. So it's quite nice because you'd be a captain, so you get 4 first-class tickets every year to travel everywhere you want.
Yeah, and for our provident fund, you can just think it as comparison of, I would say, like a pension in Europe, in this region. So the fund is managed separately. It's not managed by the group. And so in a way, it doesn't affect how well or how not well Emirates is running. So the money is guaranteed. And so we personally know like lots of pilots, if they work with us for over the course of 25 years, they could leave the company with the pocket money again, 1.5 million US dollars when they retire from us. So.
Good. I think that's it for the questions. If you have more questions, we are right here, the big stand with Emirates in red. If some of you are here also on Monday and Tuesday, we're hosting private Emirates sessions at the Sheraton just across the street, 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Feel free to join. The presentation will be more in-depth and it's also, let's say, more cozy or something like this.